SmallRig is known for making camera gear that solves real-world problems for creators. But can they do the same for audio? Today, I'm reviewing the SmallRig S70 microphone, and I'm really excited about it because I already use a lot of SmallRig gear in my setup. Tons of rigs, mounts, tripod, a lot of different stuff that I really like. But audio is different. If a mic fails, your whole video falls apart. So the question is simple. Is the S70 a hidden gem for creators or just another wireless mic trying to keep up? Let's find out. Let's test it. As I opened the package, I realized I really like the clean lines, rounded lines of this SmallRig case. It just looks smooth. As we open it up, you can see all the different pieces, the USB-C connector for your phone, or as you'll see later, I also connected to my Pocket 3. You do have to remember to pull off the blue plastic so that they can make contact and actually charge. The receiver for your camera has gain levels on it. It can change from mono to mono safety track to stereo. The wind muffs were actually pretty hard to put on the first time. I think I was a little bit afraid of bending it too far, so it took me a minute. The wind muffs are actually much larger than I expected them to be compared to some of the other wind muffs you see. And coming from a system that's designed to be smaller and a little bit more sleek, low profile, I was surprised at that. The comparison between the DJI Mic 2 case, I see it's definitely a lot smaller. Here you can see a comparison between the Mic 2 Mini, Mic 3, and the SmallRig S70, so you can just get an idea on the size side by side. It's very comparable to the Mic 3 and Mini. The DJI Mic 2 and Mic 3 receivers have the LED screen on them, so you can see a little more details. You can see they also have the additional 3.5mm jack on it, so that you can plug in a set of headphones and monitor the sound, whereas the S70 does not have that. Comparison between the DJI mobile receiver and the S70 mobile receiver, very similar in function. You can adjust the gain from the S70 receiver now, so that's a little bit different. We both provide pass-through power. I wanted to give you guys a quick review of the SmallGoGo app. You can see here you click on microphone and then add equipment after you've connected the device to your phone. Confirm, click on it, and you can tell this is the larger receiver because it does not have the -C next to it. As you go through, you can see the noise cancellation, EQ settings, stereo, mono, all that you can set there. You can see I just connected to the -C version, the smaller one that connects directly to your phone. Go through the same settings. The main difference here being as we scroll down, you'll be able to see where you actually have the ability to adjust the gain. Sitting here in a smaller airport right now, I do not have sound cancellation turned on. Speaking quietly, testing to see if you can hear me with a little bit of the noise going on around me. Right now it's not too bad, not too many people. We'll test again in a little bit as time goes by. Okay, now I have noise cancellation turned on. Are we hearing any kind of a sound difference? Yes, no, maybe so. Well, let's go. Right now I'm standing in the middle of the city square testing the SmallRig S70 microphone, with noise coming from traffic, people, and some of the water behind me. My thought process was this would give me a pretty good indicator of how good noise cancellation works, as well as just the microphone picking up my voice versus background sounds that we may be able to edit out later. Right now I'm testing with no noise cancellation turned on. And now I have noise cancellation turned on weak. How does this sound? Now I have noise cancellation turned on medium. How does this sound? Noise cancellation is now on strong. How does this sound? Noise cancellation is now turned off, and I am on the normal EQ setting. Right now I've changed it over to male EQ setting. How does this sound? Is it any different? Now I'm on 100% full EQ setting. How does this sound? I am now on bright. How does bright sound? I'm not going to sing. As a last test, and just because, I thought I would try plugging the USB-C receiver that normally goes into a phone into the back of my DJI Pocket 3. That's the sound you're hearing right now. This is going to be a distance test for the SmallRig S70 microphone. We're going to check and see, will it actually reach the 300-meter distance that is listed in the specs. I'm going to do a combination of walking backwards and turning around slowly to see if the connection drops. So please, excited to find out. Let's go. One, two, three. Are we seeing it drop? Is it working? All right. Did it drop? All right. So we did lose connection when I turned around at this distance. Mark it next to this bird feeder. All right, and now I'm going to continue walking to see how far we can go. Test. Oh. All right. 1, 2, 3. Go back again slowly. Let's see. Where are we dropping? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Are we still there? Testing. Walking back. Dropped. All right, so yeah. Okay. I think we've determined the distance that will work. Yeah, so that was a straight line of sight, no obstructions, and slightly humid weather. So it's a pretty good test, I think. This is from an earlier distance test that I did. You can see as I turn around, when the mobile receiver loses connection here, it never gains it back. The connection goes straight to the receiver that's on the camera. Not a big deal overall, because most of the time you're not going to be using both receivers at the same time. But I was trying to do it just a test to see which one would lose connection first if I moved farther away with one mic connected to each of them. I never did get to fully test that out, but you can see there that it does look like the camera receiver is stronger. In conclusion, I really do like the microphone. The SmallRig S70 microphone it provides great sound. It's really clean looking. It's easy to hide, easy to cover up. I wore it around, people didn't even see it, compared to like even the DJI Mic 3 or Mini, which are smaller, but still kind of stand out when they're over top of everything. The microphone itself feels solid. It doesn't feel plasticky or cheap like some of the other budget microphones I've tested and kind of have played around with. I love the different colored covers that you can get to kind of hide it even better depending on different outfits and colors that you're wearing. And battery life seemed to be great for the different amounts that I was able to test it. I even let it run just kind of open for a while, probably about 2 or 3 hours. It had plenty of life left after that. I do like the GoGo app that SmallRig provides. It allows you to connect to the microphone or to the receivers rather, and change some of the settings. On the con side, I did not like the way I had to kind of maneuver back and forth when I was doing some of the testing and changing out, whether going from noise cancellation or different EQ settings, different levels of noise cancellation, using the GoGo app on my phone when the USB-C receiver was plugged into my phone. Going back and forth between the video and the GoGo app seemed to disconnect, and every time I went back to the GoGo app, I'd have to close it out, restart it. I mean, it's like 2 or 3 seconds, but when you're trying to bang something out real quick, it's a little bit irritating. It definitely did not work as good from distance as a DJI Mic 3 test that I did by a lot. I did not find I got anywhere near the distance that it claims. I said it earlier in the video, so I'll let that speak to the actual distance we're able to test. But even that, if you turn around and you're not directly connected to it, it won't last very far away at all. The receiver itself, it does feel a little bit cheap and a little more plasticky than like your DJI receivers. Also, the receiver for the camera does not have any of the screen indicators on it, which is fairly common with some of the cheaper microphones, like even the DJI Mic Mini does not have that on it. So, I mean, that's kind of to be understood. You got to give somewhere to get it cheaper. I think the only other thing that I really didn't like about it was the dead cat is huge. Coming for a microphone where the whole idea behind the whole design of the microphone is to try to hide it, make it sleek and something that people don't see and notice in a video, to have a dead cat that's literally the biggest dead cat I've seen of any of the mics I've tested so far. I do think the value for the money is there. I would buy it again in a heartbeat and will continue to use it.